Welcome back to another installment of Wind Down Wednesday, installment 2-8. You feel me? 2-8. Ooh, you almost at 30. You almost at 30. Then we're gonna be at 50. Then we're gonna be at 100. Then look, we're gonna be at 1,000. Joe Rogan got 220 something hundred fucking episodes. But anyway. Before we get into anything, you know what we gotta do, what we drinking on. All right, it's already been open, this take two. But anyway, we drinking Monaco Blue Kush. You know what I'm saying? The Blue Kush, where it's mixed with a bunch of everything. We also had poured, excuse me. We poured the last of the Dulce Vida tequila. You know what I'm saying? Dulce Vida tequila. And then, as you can see, I cooked my cup right here. And we got that Bubbl'r twisted Elix'r. My bad. My brain is fried right now. So, but yeah, welcome back. That's today's episode, and let's take our sips together. Woo! That went down so much more smooth. But, you already know what we about to get into today's installment. We're going to be talking about, like I said, that's the wrong one. Fuck it. So, we was gonna talk about forcing school onto your kids or whatever, and telling high schools that PSA that college is not the only way to get acceptance. You know what I'm saying? You can build your way up in a bunch of shit, but we'll talk more about that on Friday because I think that needs to be more explained. We're just gonna briefly hit it on this today because we had a real deep conversation, me and my peoples and old babes. We all four of us had a real deep conversation in the car yesterday about this shit and about how trying to fit our parents' image only made us worse. It made us depressed. It made us feel horrible. Whatever we did, it made us feel like we couldn't be to the standards of our parents or whatever. So we basically just had a whole little conversation about that and shit like that. And like I said, we'll talk about more about that. But this is what I want to tell the high schoolers. You know what I'm saying? And this is from my experience, man. I've been working since I was like 17, well, really 16. Since I got my driver's license, I've been working. And I've been working warehousing since 18. So, and I worked at the Westin. I worked at a hotel. I worked at not Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Insomnia, Cisco, Lowe's, FedEx, Amazon. I done basically worked a bunch of different types of warehousing jobs, and on top of that, I also stuck out and delved in like the retail food space, whatever too. But this is all I have to say. You know what I'm saying? Experience is going to be in most jobs, experience is going to beat that degree. You know what I'm saying? I even heard some coding stories. Now, it might not get you the 6 figures right out the gate, but if you show them what you made of, I didn't see stories and heard stories about them like where they learned Python and C++ on the internet, through the internet in 6 months instead of going to school for it. Came out, they started making 70,000. As they started getting more and more bigger projects, then that's when they got to the 100,000 mark. So I'm saying this to say this: college is not for everybody. We understand that. A gender studies degree is not worth shit in the world. I'll tell y'all that now. That shit is not worth nothing. Psychology degree is not worth nothing. No real degree is worth anything unless it's dealing with science, technology, engineering, and math. So an engineering degree, a mathematics degree, a scientific degree, whether it be being a doctor or being in the lab, these are the real jobs that's really why you want to go to school. You feel me? If you don't like none of that shit, you don't enjoy none of that shit, don't go to school. It's gonna be the biggest waste of your fucking money, cause you're gonna be like, well shit, I'm gonna get the easiest fucking degree, and then when you get that degree, it's not really that many jobs that require that degree. You know what I'm saying? They might say it, but like 9 times out of 10, most jobs are looking for experience. So that's why you see people having a hard time coming out of college, having a hard time getting into their career field because they don't have no experience in their career. Jobs are not looking for people that got a piece of paper that said they executed X amount. They're not looking for that shit unless I told them the very specific fields they are looking for it. But the biggest thing they are looking for is experience. So I'm telling you this from my personal experience. All the experiences I've been through, all the different jobs, the different hands I shook, and all this stuff, the different impressions I made, I was able to still hold on to a lot of those relationships to where I was able to use their relationships to get, to move on and do better things, you know what I'm saying? So learn different skills, you know what I'm saying? Try Forex, hell, try real estate, try different things while you young, you know what I'm saying, while you can still mess up. Cause I'm telling you, it's way easier to mess up now than later when you already got a family, when you got a house to worry about and all that shit. At them times you ain't gonna be able to just take the money out and go try some shit, you know what I'm saying? Try that shit right now. If you got some crazy ass idea that you think that might work, try that shit, apply that shit, you know what I'm saying? Don't just sit and take the okie doke and be like, well, I'm gonna go to college cause everybody say it's good. 9 times out of 10, what people tell about college is a bunch of bullshit. A lot of these niggas don't even be comfortable at college. I experienced that shit firsthand. I went to HBCU. Just because you don't go to an HBCU or don't go to a PWI, specifically, I'm talking about my color folks, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because you don't go to an HBCU doesn't mean you're not as hip or not hip on shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit doesn't make you any more hip or any more better than the next person, you know what I'm saying? Just because you went there. It don't really change your fucking, it don't really change, like you can network off of it, it just depends on how you use it, you know what I'm saying? So, but I got people that's in school and stuff like that, that's still in the area, like, and I can meet those different people again. Like all the shit the people I met when I was in school, I could go reach out to them, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I did this or whatever, can you give me some advice? And they'll give me some advice, you know what I'm saying? And ask me like how, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more so on a personal level, but you have to build those type of relationships. And that's what I'm saying. It's not what you know, it's who you know. For most jobs, you know what I'm saying? It's not what you know, it's who you know. And sometimes, even in some jobs, it might be who or what you've done, like your experience. Your experience can pay your bills a lot better than a piece of paper. That's all I'm saying. So if you're young in high school and you don't have a clue what you want to do and you're not really firm on, oh, I want to do this, but I also kind of like that, I'm like this, but I don't necessarily want to do that, and you find your niche and exploit it. Why you think all these people on social media be doing all this weird shit, ASMR, and motherfuckers be out here playing with slime, making slime, and now they done built a multi-million-dollar business off of fucking slime. You know what I'm saying? Play with your niche, deal with what you like to do. Hell, if you like making candy or playing with candy, go to a candy fair, go work for a candy store, see what it takes. Ooh, excuse me. And then once you start getting inventive and creative, start stepping outside and looking up how can I make this my reality. Excuse me. So that's the one advice I can give you, you know what I'm saying? Because not everybody's gonna tell you that. Everybody's gonna force school or college or some type of higher ed degree down your throat. I know trades people that's out here that's well off better than people that got a piece of fucking paper. A piece of fucking paper don't do nothing but put you in debt and make you basically still have you living check to check. Most of these people that be making $100,000, a good amount of them still live check to check. They live check to check, just like how you would be living check to check if you just like starting out and you trying different shit. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is put in some effort, write down some things, write down what you like, what you don't like, and stuff like that, and then move forward from that. I ain't trying to be no motivational speaker today or nothing like that, but I'm just giving my best advice because I'm seeing happening to my people. You know what I'm saying? I've been proud of my brother ever since he picked trade school and he found something that worked for him. You know what I'm saying? He got a good mouthpiece. So the job he uses, he uses good mouthpiece, he can get some extra bread. You know what I'm saying? So it just find your niche. Start finding different things that you're good at and using that. Don't just harp on, oh, I suck at this, but I really want to do it. If you really want to do it, but you know you suck at it, just figure out a way how you can make it suit you. Now put your own little flavor to it, put your own little style on it. Everybody got their own way of doing things, so make it fit for you. Everybody is not supposed to fit into no one specific box. That's what school is created for. School is created to either make you an employee or a prisoner. An employee or a prisoner. An employee or, no, I'm just playing. An employee or a prisoner. But yeah, like if you go see a bunch of different schools, like we was out in the Waukegan area. No, not even Waukegan, that was Milwaukee. Damn near every school we seen in Milwaukee had a big ass, giant ass, tall ass fence around that motherfucker. Is that like, what does that tell your youth or the people that's going in it? And do y'all find it ironic how y'all learn the same shit day in and day out every day? Like the same thing, and then when you go up another grade, you learn the same thing that you learned the last grade. School is supposed to teach you a lot about nothing. Look, YouTube University is probably about the best shit you gonna really learn, but you gotta learn how to weave through bullshit and good shit, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a bunch of people out here that say a whole lot of shit in their 10 minutes and still not say it and still not say nothing, you know what I'm saying? They can talk the whole time about the whole subject but not really give you no pointers or give you no direction. Stick to something, you know what I'm saying? Get into something. Just be yourself, you know what I'm saying? Don't be nobody, don't be trying to be somebody else. Everybody can't be an entertainer, but everybody can be multimillionaires. Everybody can be a multimillionaire. In a society of multimillionaires, nobody will be tripping off, oh, who did this, or they got that, this and that, like when y'all can get it, whatever. But once you understand the concept of money, currency, the root word current, I learned this from 19 Keys and the BWO. So the root word of currency is current. Current what? Constantly flows, right? So it's a transition of energy. That's all currency is. So once you start learning these different systems that, I'm not gonna say specifically one, white people start putting and doing into place, and you start manipulating that shit for the best fit you or best suit you, you're gonna see yourself going a lot further than you would just sitting there trying to keep saying, oh, the system against me, the system against me. You keep using that same mindset mentally, that shit gonna stick with you, and you're gonna be stuck doing the same. You're gonna have a regular ass 9 to 5 that you hate. You just doing it because it gets you paid or whatever. Like you get yourself a nice little bag here and there or whatever, or you go take a vacation once a year or every couple of years, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have to be like that. No. It shouldn't have to be like that. So that's just my thing and my advice I can give from seeing what I've seen, from hearing what I've been hearing, you know what I'm saying, and soaking up and doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, I literally go out and try a whole bunch of different jobs. Like, I be applying this shit and just trying shit. Like, I don't like this, but I fuck with this. You know what I'm saying? I like driving, but I don't necessarily like stopping and going, unless it's somebody else's shit. So, learn your niche, kind of deal with. Like, I did DoorDash. I do it time to time, you know what I'm saying? But that was just like something like extra to deal with. But know your niche, fulfill it, support it, you know what I'm saying? And then too, I also want to talk about the support system, but we really gonna talk about this Friday, because this is sad, but sometimes the blood ain't thicker than water. I'm just say that blood is not thicker than water, you know what I'm saying? That's like, blood is not thicker than water. So if you believe, like, even if it's your own parents and they got one stuck thing for you and that's all they want for you, and you don't even want to do that shit, I'm not trying to say it, but fuck them, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're not living for them. You're gonna be around a lot longer than they will, unless you end up into some other shit, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you're gonna be around a lot longer for your life than they will be, you know what I'm saying? So learn how to, just use your mouthpiece, understand, come to an understanding with your people. I know not every parent is willing to sit down and hear what you gotta say, but come up with a plan, tell it to them. If they don't accept it, fuck it. If they do, cool, you know what I'm saying? But just try and find your support system, find your mentor, you know what I'm saying? Or look up to somebody that's doing multiple things that you would or that you have the same interest in. Reach out to them, try and learn something from them, you know what I'm saying? And then go from there, pretty much. So I ain't really meaning to turn this into no motivational Monday, but I might have to start doing that, do a motivational Monday in some shorts. That'd be cool. But yeah, so like I said, we'll talk more about this in depth on Friday, because I really want to make. I don't really want to make people, but I really want people to just to understand that this is the one piece of advice that I've always took with me, and this is from my dad. Nobody can live your life for you but you. You feel me? So to hell with what everybody else got to say for you or what they got for you in mind. For the most part, a lot of these people just doing this for the simple fact to say that, oh, my such and such does this. It's just basically like how Asians go around talking about, oh, my son's a doctor, and then because like I be seeing hi, yeah, not him, Uncle Roger. No, is that Uncle Roger? I don't think that's Uncle Roger. Hold on, it's the tall, he like Asian dude. I don't think it's Uncle Roger, but he go about the stereotypes of how the Asian parents brag and shit like that. That's all. That's every parent. Asians are not the only parents that do that. I think it's Uncle Roger. Is it Uncle Roger? No, he the one at the short one. Oh yeah, no, this ain't Uncle Roger. It's damn, what's the other Asian dude? Hey, damn. Oh, that's Uncle Roger. Huh. But anyway, like I said, you just have to deal. Damn. Uncle Roger. Oh damn, man, I can't even find dude now. But oh, failure. Damn, what is it? I forgot his name, but yeah, every parent, that's all they want is their kids to be their showpiece, for the most part. So, look, you don't have to live up to your mama's image. I know a lot of rappers and stuff like that, for the most part, they did the shit they did, and luckily they made it, or entertainers in general. They may have did some shit that their parents don't approve of, but their parents approved of it when they started getting checks from them and stuff like that, when they get support and shit like that. So at the end of the day, your peoples will never see your vision at the beginning. Nobody will ever see your vision at the beginning. Some people will, some people won't. But it's up to you to stick with it and keep it pushing, or be down in the slump. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we're going to go over this week word of the week. I got to remember, I think it was fearlessness. Oh, yeah, fearlessness. Happy hump day. What is something fearless that you did till you got you to this Wednesday? And, you know what I'm saying, keep being out there fearless. Go attack some of them goals. Be fearless. Stand up to your peoples. Understand. Talk to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to go be combative or anything, but just let people know, like, nah, I got something planned for myself. If you with it, cool. You don't, not. It ain't the end of the world. I still love you, but, you know what I'm saying, blood ain't always thicker than water. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's all I got for today installment, because I don't want to keep this too long. Welcome to my TED. That was my TED Talk. I should have like a TED Talk cousin could in. Damn, I gotta get a new computer, but yeah, because I definitely would have did that. I'm like, welcome to my TED Talk. I'm like, it's gonna be more elaborate videos once I start doing. But yeah, that's been today's episode. Let's go ahead and take one more shot for the rest of the day, and then we'll be good. Come on. Woo! Yeah, feels great. Get that nice little burn in your chest.